Everybody, Kentucky Cabman, I'm back out here on the lake today trying to see if we can get a few bites. Probably won't be a very long stream, but we're gonna try it just the same. See if we can get a few people come up in here. Patriot James, what's going on, buddy? And the wind out here is absolutely ferocious. Maurice? Dewey, what's going on? Dexter, what's going on, bud? Glad to see you in here. Aloha, yeah, I wish. I wish I had sandy beaches and palm trees and coconuts. Irvin, what's going on, buddy? Tell you what, it's 50 degrees, but man, it's cold. J&C, how's everything going? Been thinking a lot about y'all. Petey, what's going on? Back out here where I caught that 64 pounder just to see if I can do any good today. Got one little bluegill to use for bait. Yep, Virginia, back on the water, bud. Deer season's done, wrapped up. And I'm sitting at the house, kind of bored. Dexter, we're trying to catch anything that bites. If it'll take it over, we're gonna catch it. All my lines are set up, well, with the exception of this one down here. Okuma, I've got 65-pound power braid on it. Hold on, let's see what Whisker Stick says. I don't know what you pushed, Tim, but we've got 80-pound test braid on the two here on the left, 65 power braid on the far right one, 4-ounce Dell's Tackle no-roll sinkers, 7-aught and 8-aught Reaper hooks. Could have been somebody you blocked on previous shows or something like that accidentally. I haven't seen Scotty Hill in here. Wind's blowing like crazy. Fish are jumping all over, so maybe we'll get into one. All right, John, I'm praying for y'all, man. I wish there was more I could do. Let's see here. Justin, what's going on, man? I'm glad you got the notification. Means it's still working for me. But it's about 52 degrees. Water temperature is probably around 48, 49 in this little lake. We've had a lot of rain the last few days. It's supposed to turn off cold again. There's that stuff shining on my head, the sunlight. It's been spitting it out off and on all day. I'd like to see one of these rods just tap and go real quick. I gotta go pick up K-Bug here shortly. All right, we got 13 people and 2 thumbs up. Come on, guys, hit that thumbs up. That way I pop up more and get more notifications going. There we go, they're popping up there now. Now I'd like to see that old big boy come back and take another taste of bluegill today. I know he's still in here because I would have heard about it if anybody had caught a big one out of here and kept it. Which if it was, I hope it was a kid that caught it. The thing about fish like that in this lake, hey Glenn, what's going on? A 64-pound fish in this lake, 90% of the people, I'm gonna say 98% of the people that fish this lake don't use anything over probably 10, 12-pound test. They'd get him up to the bank, but unless they had a dip net or something like that, they're not gonna get him out probably. J&C uses Nightbot. That kicks K&B out of a lot of stuff. Nightbot and KB don't get along. Yeah, today I'm fishing with my Muddy River trio. I got my 2 flatheads and the Blue Cat rod in the middle. I'm wanting to get something big on this Blue Cat rod. There's a lot of fish on top of the water today. I haven't seen any shad or anything, so I don't know what they're hitting at. Wind's probably blowing about 6 to 7 miles an hour, and it pulls on that line pretty good. I was watching Dieter this morning fishing. I thought, well, it's nice enough, it's just windy. I'm gonna get out and try it and see what happens. Try for about 30, 45 minutes. If I don't do it good, then I'm going back to the house. Man. If I was a bass fisherman, I think I could be tearing some fish up right now. I'm pretty sure that's what's flopping around because they're pretty good size, whatever it is. Might be carp too. Let's see, I seen something about the tournament here. Good deal. I'm excited too, Patriot. I'm ready to come. Good Lord willing, I will be there. About an 8-hour drive for me. 8.5. Time, you know, stop and get something to eat and all that good stuff. I agree, Justin. I can't wait to meet up with everybody. Hey Lacey, thanks for stopping by. Glad to see you in the feed. Hopefully I can catch us a fish. K&B, what's going on, man? There's something going around here. Everybody's getting this cough and you can't get rid of it. I've got some Teflon pearls at the house I'm gonna start taking. Working. I guess after the first of the year, I'll have to start doing that pretty regular. Lacey, I seen it on Facebook for this area, which if you're up around Patoka Lake and all that, it's basically in the same regional area. There's a virus going around with a persistent cough. It's nothing life-threatening, but people start coughing and then they start throwing up and stuff because they're coughing so hard. I doubt if they're calling your name, they're probably calling you something else. Come back if you can, K&B. That's what I don't like about windy days. I look up and these rods are dancing a little bit. But I don't worry about them till they've been completely over. Ready for one of them to bend over, broke down like a shotgun, you know what I mean? But I just remembered that one I was gonna change out. I've got some of that Rampage 80-pound braid for it. I was gonna change it out and forgot to. I've been casting in a 4-ounce lure to break that 65-pound braid. Justin, I'm fishing a little public pond. I mean, it's a big pond. Some people call it a small lake. It's about 3.5 acres. Where I caught my 64-pounder out of. Ready for another one like that. Patriot, you asking me that, what I'm bringing? I'm not going to hold my breath for a bigger one in this lake. It's possible. When I caught the 35-pounder out of here, I thought I'd caught the biggest fish in this lake, but I was wrong. Call me later, Patriot, and we'll talk about that. I'm not sure yet. After this feed's over and everything, just give me a buzz. The good thing, Irvin, as cold as it's been, there's no turtles anywhere, so I don't have to worry about that. Right around the end of May, 1st of June is when the turtles really start hitting in this lake, getting thick. But from end of April to the end of May, you can usually do pretty good on the channel catch. Let me see if I can turn this around. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it. Let's see here. Right there, where my fingertip's at, you can see that culvert over there, and there's a creek that comes in behind it. And when that creek floods, fish pour into this lake from that culvert. Just like that big one, he's been in here so long probably that he's just trapped in here now and can't go back out. No, Petey, I'm an exception to that rule right there. I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna break the Wiley State or the Wiley Lake record. On my Blue Cat rod. And then when I do that, I'll catch some fish on my new James Burke Custom. And there's fish flopping and rolling everywhere. Yeah, I mean, for everybody that doesn't know, go check out J&C No Limit Fishing's channel. They're having some medical issues going on now with one of their children, and it's he's having a rough time, but he's holding in there. He's a strong kid, and wish him the best. Thank you, J&C. And I know we're scattered all throughout the United States, but you know, if you believe in God and the power of prayer, pray for him. I know I do. Been there, seen that, and thankful for it. See you, Tim. Glad you stopped by, buddy. Wind's got this blue cat rod just a dancing. Is that what you're gonna do, Patriot? Sell raffle tickets down there for that? Petey, I think you meant Bubba. Just because you're looking at me, you don't have to think of Buddha. Alright. I have to pack some extra cash then so I can buy more tickets. Whew. Wind, man. I mean, if this wind would lay down, it'd be awesome out here today. That's when I'm screaming, J&C. I think I'm gonna reel some in and throw them out here more shallow where all these fish are flopping around. Try it for about 15 minutes there and see what happens. Let me undo this screw here so we can turn. I'm gonna turn it this way so I can see what I'm looking at. Right out here in front of me, there's a channel. Try just flopping right over here. Miss Poppy, it's not too bad. It's 52 degrees, but the wind is blowing like crazy. Yeah, if Dexter's still in here, he usually does pretty good with his good vibes and stuff. Going over. Uh-oh. You gotta watch. Battery's about to die. I wasn't planning on going out today, so my phone wasn't fully charged. There's a stick. It's about right there. And something keeps flopping up around it. It's not real big or anything, but fish are moving anyway. Need to break out my hunting blind and bring it over here with my buddy heater and just fish. Yeah, I love the Okumas. I've also, on the Big Cat Fever rod, I've got the, you can see it there, or not the Big Cat Fever, but the Blue Cat rod. I've got one of the Lew's Laser XL60s. And I love it. That's probably my favorite out of the three. Of course, K-Bug, she's got Big Cat Fever rod, and she's wanting the Abu 6500s put on it, or 7000, so I guess I'll have to break down and get her one. That's all she said she wanted for her birthday was a Big Cat Fever rod, so I got it. And put one of the Okumas on it. She said she wanted something more in the metal barrel instead of the plastic looking, so I'll either get her another one of the Lew's or a 6500 and put on it. Anybody going to be at the Catfish Conference? Miss Poppy, anything that'll bite the hook today, I'll be happy with. Now, no bass, catfish, bowfin, maybe a gar out of here, I don't know. It's water temperature's kind of chilly for the gar. They pretty much just spin real close to the top right now when it's sunny. It's got to be a meat eater though. Which, I mean, it's not out of the question to catch a bass with bluegill. Now, Norman, when you said you use meat eaters, what exactly, is that a reel? Justin, what's going on, brother? Whisker Time will be at the conference. I'll have to check those out, Norman. I haven't heard of those. It's going to be awful hard for me to beat my Muddy River rods. I did a thing, you know, which I know Chris and Tony Caton and Caleb Page from Big Cat Fever, and I've got both their rods in different actions, but I like the Blue Cat rod better than the Big Cat Fever, just for the simple fact that the handle is about 2 inches longer. And I've told this before, it gives you more control on your cast, I think, but I can't say nothing bad about Big Cat Fever either. Now I'm using, Miss Poppy, I'm using bluegill, cut bluegill. If you're at the conference, be sure to pick you up one of these hats. Chris Flores catfishing hats. If you can't tell, I'm pretty much Muddy River all the way. But don't get me wrong, too. You know, I'll use one of Burke's rods, Steve Douglas's rods. They're all great. It's just your personal preference. All this hubbub and stuff that got started last year, or the last month or so, about rods being made in China. Every rod you get, the blanks are pretty much guaranteed to be made in China. So you just find you something you're confident in, that you like, and fish the hell out of it. And hope and pray they bend over and touch the water. Yeah, it'd be good to see you again there, Irvin. Like I said, this time me and K-Bug are going up for the conference all 3 days. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, and if we don't get a hit, I'm just gonna call it a day and go back to the house and get stuff ready. K-Bug will be over tonight for the weekend. We've got some stuff we gotta get done. Ain't nothing wrong with the bamboo stick. I've caught a many fish off of those. And they're strong too. They'll handle a 15, 20 pound fish if you work it right. K&B's back. No hits yet, Kevin. Just sitting here waiting. Battery's about to go dead, so. Handled a bucket of baby sharks. Now that you said that, I'll be singing that later, sitting here by myself. For y'all that's new to my channel and stuff, that don't know, I've got a 12-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old daughter that fish with me more in the summertime. K-Bug, she's becoming a pretty good name in the catfishing industry. Yeah, I'd like to see that 65 pounder hit up here. 64.8, I mean, it was close enough to 65. It might have been, I don't know if I had him all the way up off the ground with my shoulders the way they are. I wasn't able to look down. I was doing the best I could to look at the scale. Yeah, I've got a couple of them just in the external battery packs. But I'll be bringing those down with me. I got one that's solar. It works all right. I got it off Wish. And I may get a couple more from Walmart before I come down. That way I know I've got plenty of power to last most of the day. Big Mama Catfish, what's going on? Patriot James, you still in here? I thought we could have 4 rods apiece per Carolina laws. K&B only needs one anyway, just trying to... Oh, he's got to catch it something about 2 inches long. Big Mama fishing for the catfish. Everything else is bait. Big Mama, you and your husband have to get in touch with me and we'll go fishing. You are just right across the river from me. About 30 minutes in Evansville, aren't you? Can't travel across the river? Tell you what, since the sun's going down this shade, it's getting chilly. Y'all go ahead and catch them small fish. I'll take it from you and use it for bait. That right there was shad jumping up. Big shad. Well, that means we're only going to be able to have 2 rods apiece, KB. That's all right, though. Now, PD, does it count as a rod if you've got some string tied around your big toe? Let me ask you that. The way it's looking, I'm gonna be bringing some good old Kentucky bourbon substitute down. Fresh made Kentucky pickle juice. Where are you at, Miss Poppy? Let's see what Justin's question was here. All right. I've been on for 35 minutes. My battery just said I got 5% left, so we're gonna have to cut her short here. I haven't even got a hit, so in an hour that I've been here. Where y'all coming down? I might hang hotel. I'll bring some pickle juice too. I'll be down a little bit earlier, I think, Justin, than the rest of the guys, depending on what the doctor says next week and work schedule, so we'll just have to see from there. I will, K&B. That's when I'm planning on getting there, Justin, Thursday evening. What does that say? All right, y'all. If you haven't checked out PD Fishing, go check him out. You only need 3 more for 200. All right, guys and ladies. I enjoy y'all coming in and sharing my feed with me. On that note, I'm Kentucky Catman, and I'll catch you on the next cast. Y'all have a good one. If I can end this thing. Nope. There it goes.